director is Manus Reardon, and I had the pleasure of knowing his father very well, who was fondly remembered in Inchicore because the Canon Doyle went out and painted over the slogan which says "Vote Mick Reardon," and the Canon went out with a bucket of paint and painted over it. So that's how Mick was remembered in Inchicore. Manus.
Thank you, Chairman. Today I'm speaking as Ireland Secretary of the International Brigade Memorial Trust, because the Irish Citizen Army was a powerful inspiration to those Irish volunteers who fought in the defence of the Spanish Republic. It was no accident that they either call themselves the Connolly Section or the Connolly Unit, and when they came with those who survived, the veterans called themselves the Connolly Column. Next month is the 75th anniversary of two young Inchicore men who gave their lives in defence of the Spanish Republic, Michael May and Tony Fox, killed on the Cordoba front. And Angus O'Snuddick mentioned the human aspect of some of these stories. One of the saddest phone calls I ever got was in the middle of the 1970s from a man who told me he was a half-brother of Michael May, and his mother remembered that when Michael May was killed, another Inchicore man, Joe Monks, came to the house and told her about it, but she was too dazed to take anything in. Was Joe Monks still alive? He was still alive, and 40 years after the event, Michael May's mother heard the story in a more composed fashion. Inchicore is a unique area in Dublin. I don't know of any other area in Dublin that gave such a concentration of volunteers to fight in the defence of the Spanish Republic. Three were killed: Michael May, Tony Fox, and Lee McGregor was killed in September 1938, himself and Jack Nalty being the two last Irish volunteers killed in Spain. And three survived that war: Bill Scott, Joe Monks and Paddy McElroy. Now, coming up to the 1916 commemoration, it already started. People will tell you, we must keep this muted in case we offend. Offend whom? The 1916 and those who gave birth to the 1916 were inspired by a republic that saw to the unity of Protestant, Catholic and the centre. The first volunteer that went out to Spain from Inchicore and from Ireland itself, Bill Scott, was a Protestant bricklayer, and he was in the tradition of his own father, who attended this hall as a member of the Irish Citizen Army and was part of the same garrison as Michael Mullen and William Partridge. I had the honour of knowing another person from the Protestant tradition in Inchicore, Mrs. Esther McGregor, who was an activist till her death in the 1980s, the mother of Lee McGregor, killed in Spain in 1938, and the widow of a First World War member of the British Army. And she, more than anybody else, appreciated the message that Frank Ryan said, that those the 50,000 who were killed in the imperialist First World War died in vain. No death in Spain was in vain, because ultimately democracy triumphed in Spain and honoured the International Brigaders. So, with Bill Scott's father having come to this hall as a Protestant volunteer in the Citizen Army, fought with Mallon and William Partridge, and Bill Scott himself and 5 of his fellow Inchicore young volunteers going out to honour the tradition of Connolly in defending yet another republic in Spain. Inchicore has more than enough to be proud of, and I'm indeed honoured to make that connection in my contribution today. Thank you.